Hey guys, my name is Josh. I'm with the Finigan Group, and I want to welcome you to our very first episode of Local Legends. We go around all over the greater Charlotte area, interview some of the local business owners, find a little bit about their business, their origins, and a little about what makes them so unique. Today we're here in Fort Mill to visit one of our good friends, Fingian Ed Currie, the owner of Puckerbutt Pepper Company, and he's also the creator of the Carolina Reaper, the world's hottest pepper. So today we're going to find a little bit about his business, how he actually started this company, the Fort Mill area, and also maybe even try a Carolina Reaper as well. Let's go ahead and check it out. You have the Guinness World Record for the spiciest pepper on earth, the Carolina Reaper. You do a ton of things with the hot ones, and you're extremely famous in the pepper and spice world. And not only that, you do a lot for the Fort Mill community and your surrounding area. Yeah. So if you could just tell us a little bit about where it all started.
Well, actually it started, back in college. I started studying cancer and heart disease, and that led me to peppers. The only thing I could standardize in the lab at the time was capsaicin. Yeah. Out of the indices I found at a place called the Library, where we did our research. Okay. Yeah, so it started way back in 1981.
Super cool.
Okay, but this started when I met a woman, and she wouldn't give me the time of day. She called me a funny little man, but I heard she liked salsa, and I whipped up some salsa, and we started this company. Got married.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
The way to the woman's heart is through food, right?
Through food, yeah.
So it's easy to see you have very strong ties in the community here in Fort Mill. Can you tell us a little bit how you ended up in Fort Mill and your storefront here in downtown?
Well, actually, I was at the barbershop across the street, and I met a man named Bob Hill. And he knew I was looking for a new place. He said, "Why don't you move in across the street?" And I said, "I don't think I can afford it." And he gave me a shot. He said, "Whatever you're paying right now, you can pay here." And we wound up, we had the Town Tavern next door for 12 years. Yeah. And this place for 11 of those 12. Okay. And then when, we decided to move out of there because I built another kitchen. The city has been fantastic to us. The community here is great, the people here are great, and they work really well with business.
Nice, fantastic. Yeah. And I know one thing that you're extremely passionate about is that you source all of your ingredients and everything locally, right? And it's very important you support other business owners. Can you tell me a little bit about some of those relationships you've been able to build?
Well, again, at the barbershop. Yeah. I met a man who manages the Springs Farm. His name's Ron Edwards. Yeah. And Ron said, "Hey, you're a Fort Mill story. Why aren't you growing your peppers in Fort Mill?" Yeah. So I can't afford the land. He goes, "I got some land," Yeah. So we started that relationship, and we've been working together with Springs since 2013. We worked with local food banks. We worked with local spice providers, local bottles. Everything I could to help support the community. And then as the business grew, I was able to give back to the community too.
That's fantastic.
And that's really what we need to do. We need to support our own.
I know really being organic as well is extremely important to you. Can you tell us a little bit how that affects the taste of your peppers, and also how you really balance extreme spice with also keeping it tasty as well?
Well, one thing with the organic, the government took over organic certification. Gotcha. We worked with them for a few years and just decided it wasn't worth being certified organic, since we're already doing everything organic. Yeah. Okay? We're going to have a new designation. The people who used to do organic are now doing clean and natural. Yeah. So that's going to be the new catchphrase until the government takes over that.
Gotcha.
Okay? Yeah. But growing things naturally and allowing nature to take its course gives you the very best fruit there is. 10% of the fruit goes to the bed because of bugs and things like that, but it's a lot better than putting poison into your food. Yeah. And so we get the purest, most natural products we can to mix together. Like that sauce right behind you, the strawberry or the peach sauce. We source those straight from the farm. Okay, mix them with peppers from the farm. The only thing that is in those bottles that we don't make is vinegar. Gotcha. Okay, and that vinegar is organically sourced.
That is super cool.
Yeah, so getting the balance. You know, I'm an idiot. I really am. I like things over here. Okay, but the majority of people. Even though hot sauce is the #1 condiment in the United States and has been since 2004, the majority of people don't experience super hots like we do.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you have to have something mild for them to start with and get used to it and work their way up, work their way up, work their way up. So my philosophy has always been, if it doesn't enhance your food, it's not worth eating.
Yeah.
Okay, so people make stuff that overpowers the food just to, oh, you can taste the sauce. Man, it's useless. Can't cook with it, can't eat with it. It's just a novelty item.
Yeah.
Everything we make has a specific purpose in the culinary field.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
And one thing I can definitely tell is you're extremely passionate, and that's one thing I love. If you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah.
If you could just tell us a little bit about where that passion comes from.
That passion comes from God, okay? The first, I'd say 15 years of my adulthood, I was still a child, but of my adulthood, I thought with my head, okay? Even though God put me on the path of peppers immediately, I wanted to make money so I could live a lifestyle that I thought I needed to live. It wasn't until I changed that to going back to peppers that I felt peace in my heart. Okay, and my heart, my head, and my stomach were all in line. Okay, and literally, even though, you know, some days are 12 hours, some days are 16, some might be longer, every day is a great day. I wake up with gratitude, I go to bed with gratitude.
I know you've been really a pillar in the Fort Mill community. You have a lot of strong ties here. And there's been a ton of growth in Fort Mill. I know in 2020, the U.S. Census actually said it was the fastest growing city in the nation. How has it been seeing Fort Mill grow? And where do you kind of see the future of Fort Mill going?
You know, I love that Fort Mill keeps its old town, you know, the old school feel, that feel, even though the growth has been amazing. And frankly, I'm ecstatic about the growth.
Awesome.
Because we keep things as a neighborhood, you know, and each of the neighborhoods see things as a community, and that community sees things as a whole, you know. Do I like the traffic? You know, it might take a few years for them to catch up with that traffic.
Hopefully a few years.
but more and more people are coming and finding a place where they can live and, you know, bring their families and grow a family and not really have to worry too much about what's going on around them. And, you know, this community is just an awesome community. You know, I have a thing from the governor, well, the past governor, thanking me, some plaque, thanking me for revitalizing downtown Fort Mill. I had nothing to do with that, okay? I just had a pepper store, you know, happened to get the world record. The community had everything to do with revitalizing Fort Mill, okay? And they're focused on making it a pleasant place to live, not making it an urban sprawl. Yeah.
And that's what I love, because you can definitely have growth that goes too quickly and you can't keep up with it with the infrastructure and everything, other than traffic in Fort Mill. But there's a way to do it properly, right?
Yeah,
and keep that small town vibe, which is super cool.
Yeah, it really is. I love the small town vibe.
So I know Carolina Reaper won the Guinness World Record book for hottest pepper ever. Back in 2013. Tell us a little bit about kind of how you made that pepper and the process through that.
Well, actually, I wasn't looking to make the hottest pepper in the world. I was looking to raise a subcapsuloid, a non-prevalent capsuloid that I truly believe, and medical research is showing, has a key on it that fits cancer cells and kills cancer. The problem is the delivery method and getting enough of it, okay? And you can look up the medical research. There's a ton of research going on with it. But that's what I was trying to do when I bred the Carolina Reaper. Wasn't looking to do anything hot. You know, well, what I considered not hot. It was still, you know, ghost level heat, which most people think is ridiculous. But the first time I ate it, it knocked me to my knees. And I was like, ooh, I got something here, you know? But that's just one of many, many, many peppers we've bred that are super, super hot. Okay.
Super cool.
Yeah.
That is.
Yeah.
So what's next for your company?
Employing more people, growing as fast as we're supposed to grow. Okay. As we're supposed to grow, not as my brain wants to, but as God leads us to. Eventually taking over the whole hot sauce world.
I love that.
No, I don't know. I don't want to do that. There's room for everybody. People ask me why I don't make barbecue. Other people make great barbecue.
Okay.
I don't need to get in their space, There's room for everybody to succeed. You just got to do what you do and do it right. Don't try to do what everybody else does.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you saw a need in the hot sauce industry. So
I actually saw a need in the pepper mash industry, and we make pepper mash for a lot of major manufacturers. Okay, there's not a lot of money in it, but it's a need that gets a pure product out into the public.
So Pepper X is hotter than Carolina Reaper.
Yes, it is.
When are you planning on releasing Pepper X, or do you have that in thought process yet, or still something you're still figuring out?
Right now, the only sauces you can get Pepper X in are with my friends at the Hot Ones and our Gator sauce and the Chipotle Express. Excuse me. I don't need to release Pepper X. I have the Guinness World Record. If someone else beats me, then maybe I get it certified. But right now, why would I release some intellectual property that's mine,
So far ahead of everybody else.
Yeah. I truly hope someone else breaks the record. Give them a little time.
Yeah.
Let them enjoy what I enjoyed. Let someone else succeed for a little while. Then maybe I'll come and spank them.
Give them a little bit of time. I love your mindset. I do. That's
Well,
cool.
Truly the record isn't really where our stuff comes from, okay? We've really moved away from that and just gotten into supplying for other people and supplying for ourselves.
That's super cool.
Okay, and then, if I see a business need, we'll do what we need to do.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You partnered with Pocky in the chip challenge, right? I'm sure everybody's heard of the chip challenge.
Yeah, we were part of the first 3.
Okay. Super cool.
Yeah.
I've tried the chip challenge, but I haven't tried the Carolina Reaper. How would you compare the two?
Nowhere close.
Nowhere close?
Well, you want to try Reaper?
I'd love to try Reaper.
Really?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. He wants to eat a Reaper on camera.
You're gonna regret those words.
Yeah, you're going to.
Any advice for taking a Reaper?
Chew. Chew. Just keep on chewing until you emasculate it. Okay, saliva is an important part of getting it down. You're going to be on fire for anywhere between 5 and 30 minutes. Feels like a charcoal briquette in your throat.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get stomach cramps.
How does it feel when you take it now?
I feel everything that you feel. I just have a good poker face.
I like it.
Okay. Are you sure? You're not going to be able to film for an hour.
I think I can.
No, you're not.
I think I can. We'll do it.
Okay.
Got this, Brody. Gotcha.
All right. Let me just say, I told him this was a stupid idea.
Probably is. So we're entering the danger zone. I will definitely regret this with Smokin' Ed Currie and the Carolina Reaper. Too late now.
No, you can spit it out and it's only going to hurt for 10 minutes. But then everybody on camera is going to be going, what a wimp. Did you just wash it down?
Yeah.
You're going to get some severe stomach cramps.
Yep.
I told you to chew, 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 chew.
Didn't listen to instructions.
Yeah. If you watch the last episode of Hot Ones, David Blaine says, I'm so glad I talked to Ed Currie. He taught me how to eat Reapers. I listened
He crushed
to
it. I saw that one.
Yeah.
Smoking Ed is my hero.
He is. He's all of our hero.
Thanks.
Yeah.
It's not over.
He's getting a little sheen. And the eyes are getting glassy. Where's the burn? Localized, or is it going down your throat?
Right.
Yeah. So some of the reactions that you're not going to be able to stop, those hiccups, okay, it's just going to happen. Your nose might start running. Your eyes might start, watering. Do not rub them.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's just going to make the burn worse. A lot of people get the jitters because capsaicin fills the dopamine receptors in your brain, kind of like a narcotic does, and gives you a big rush of dopamine and endorphins. So a lot of people feel like, oh, feel kind of funny, feel kind of high. And you are. Okay. I don't know if you can see, his eyes just went bloodshot.
Woo.
Yeah.
Welcome to the danger zone. It's nice.
It is. It's really nice. But what normal people do is they take them and they slice them up and they eat them with food, and then you can enjoy the flavor and the heat.
The flavor's good.
All right, can you give us a quick update? How you feeling?
I felt better.
I'm telling you, when he gets the cramps, okay, what happens is the capsaicin extrudes through the stomach lining into the small muscle, and a man feels what's essentially a menstrual cramp for the very first time. And most of them go, oh, I'm dying, I need to go to the hospital, I blew my stomach up. But all it is a cramp,
As a mom, I'm like, I know, I felt you.
Good.
If you drink too much water, you're going to throw up, and if you're going to throw up, go out there in the street.
You have a good point.
They do. They come and hose it down in the morning. I literally could not tell you how many people have been on their knees right outside the store. I warn everybody, this is a stupid idea, I eat jalapenos all the time. Mhm.
I love Texas Pete.
Yeah,
Smoking Ed, I appreciate your time.
I appreciate your time.
What you do.
I hope I answered all your questions.
You did.
I wish you the best of luck, brother. And if there's anything I can do for you, you let me know.
Thank you. Do you have an antidote?
No, time is the antidote. It's a chemical reaction we perceive as heat. There's no actual heat. And it all depends on the pH of your body and different things that are in your system, how long that reaction's gonna last.
Makes sense.
You look like a half hour though.